Hey gang, welcome back to the channel, and as promised, I'm really excited to be making this video for you folks. So, been on quite the journey over here over the last few years on YouTube, and we're really close to 50,000 subscribers, which I never ever thought that I would be getting there or even making this video about for you folks. But as a thank you to all you subscribers, and for the people that are into camping and getting outdoors that might not have the means necessary to actually go out and get one of these rooftop tents, I've been lucky enough with my situation to be able to give one away for absolutely free, which is right behind me. Okay, and we're gonna get into it in a little bit, but before the video gets started, again, I just wanna say thank you to everyone who has subscribed and who has followed along these crazy, sometimes silly adventures that we put out there for you. And I like being in the position available to be able to kind of give back to you folks, because, you know, you commenting and liking and all that kind of stuff on the videos, believe it or not, it really does make a difference, and it really helps. We are about 300 subs short of 50,000 subscribers. As soon as we get to 50K, I am going to pull a comment from this video, and if you are willing to come pick this thing up, I don't care where you're located, but unfortunately, guys, I cannot ship this tent. It's about 600 bucks to freight it wherever you're at. So if you know, are in the area, or if you just want to make a drive, this is about a $2,200 tent that I'm giving away. So it might be worth it if you're not near Texas to go ahead and make the drive anyway. But I want to say thank you to Crafuel, who is the sponsor of this tent, and we're going to go over it. I'm going to show you all about this tent. It's a little bit different form factor than any tent that I've used or using currently, so it's a pretty cool little tent. Guys, I'm going to get this thing unboxed and put it on the ground. It is a nasty, rainy, gross day. It's been like that for 2 weeks here, so we're in the garage, unfortunately, trying to get this thing done. But just looking at it, guys, I can say I've never had a tent that's come delivered quite like this. It is wrapped up like a little baby in a cradle with all of this wood. A lot of these tents just come shipped in a little thin plywood box. I've had one that just comes shipped in cardboard only. That's enough talking, guys. I'm gonna get this thing somehow put on the garage floor here, and we're gonna get it unboxed, and I'm gonna show you folks what I'm gonna be potentially giving away and why this might be a really good tent if you're just starting out, or if you want to get started out in the rooftop tent camping scene. So stay tuned. All right, now for the grand finale of actually opening the box. But you can see, again, this is from Crafuel. This is the Summit Breeze Adventure Hardshell Tent. Back there in the box is the ladder that it comes with, so we'll get to that once the tent is unpackaged. Ta-da! There she is. It's got a really cool, like, textured roof. You'll be able to tell that once I get all this plastic off. So far it's looking really good. Let me see if I can get this texture so you guys can kind of see it. But really kind of nice texturing. No damage whatsoever. Nice packaging. So let's get this thing out of this box and opened up and see what it's all about. A second hand to do this. Wow, guys, actually it's really not that heavy compared to some tents. Nice, easy T-track rails to mount to any kind of roof system, it looks like. Looks really cool. But yeah, I can't do this to my other tents. My other ones are too heavy for me to do with just one person. Which means you can put this probably even on top of like an SUV roof, because a lot of times those crossbars don't hold as much weight. This thing isn't bad at all. Well, I kind of caught my breath here, but so far looking around, everything looks really nice. You're gonna have T-track channels on the top portion of the tent and the very bottom portion, so you can mount all kinds of things, probably with quarter 20 bolts or M8 bolts are going to fit all along the side. These are going to be your 2 ladder hooks. You've got your 2 latches here on the side that I'll show you guys how it works. And then these brackets right here on each side are going to be, I'm assuming, for some type of luggage bar that can go across where you can mount solar panels or whatever you want to mount to it. But so this bracket did, or this latch did come loose during transport, but just tighten it down. So you got 1 bracket there, or latch. You're gonna have 1 latch here, 1 here, and 1 here. Now, let's open this bad boy up and see what it looks like. All right, this is always the fun part of any new tent is opening it up for the first time. So this is a side opening tent. It's different than a typical clamshell, and it's different than a side opening tent that has a fold out that you also have to fold out again. This is like a clamshell, but it opens from the side instead of the back. There we go. So let's see what this thing comes with. We've got 2 shoe bags, and these are actually buckled inside the tent using these little buckles here. So I'm going to go ahead and buckle those things back into place. So you got 1 here. You're going to have 1 down here on this side as well. And I think they put all of the mounting hardware in here. Yep. So you're going to have all of your directions. You're going to have all of your mounting hardware and all the goodies here in here. So I'm going to go ahead and keep these back in the shoe bag. So whoever wins this, everything's in 1 bag. I don't have the risk of losing it. So let's figure out how this thing actually unfolds. That's holy cow. That is a really thick mattress compared to, I'll show you how thick it is, but that's way thicker than any of the other tents that I've used. But anyway, now this thing folds out. All right, and I'm assuming that I got to get in here and put some kind of bracing up. Doing this on the fly. Got some Velcro here. This thing's pretty cool inside. So also in the tent, you are going to have 2 of your roof crossbars. So it does come with crossbar bars. Stick those back in there. I did something wrong. So this front part actually also does elevate by pressing a little button here on both sides. That's locked in. There we go. Even more room. Man. Get this thing zipped up. That's pretty cool. It's got, of course, you got your zippers, and it's got little Velcro straps for added rain protection that covers the zipper. Tighten up this rain fly, so this can also completely come off. This top portion of the rain fly can completely come off by these straps if you want to. I probably would never take it off, but it is removable. But that's really cool. So hopefully you can kind of see that it's a very different shaped tent than what I'm kind of used to. But it's very, very thin, very lightweight. Pretty cool tent. I'm gonna wait until it gets a little bit sunny outside though and actually push this thing out into the driveway so we can get inside, roll the windows down, show you the inside, and show you that super thick mattress. I'm surprised how thick that mattress is. because most rooftop tents mattresses are kind of junk throwaway. And this one might be, depending on how firm and how soft you like it, but this is a very thick mattress. But anyway, let me get this thing out after it stops raining to give you guys a better idea of what this tent is. All right, well, a few days have passed since we've last seen each other. Rain has subsided. We got a beautiful day out here, and hopefully I'll give you a little bit better idea of what this tent actually looks like. But before we get it opened up, figure you might need to know the measurements of this thing. And I'll go ahead and say, guys, this thing is extremely lightweight. My wife and I pulled this out from the garage to sitting right here on the side in the driveway, and it might weigh 120 pounds. It is extremely light compared to every other tent that I've owned. So you really shouldn't have any problems finding some crossbars that will support this tent. It is very lightweight. But in terms of length, we're looking at approximately about 87 inches by, that's hard to make out on camera, about 59 inches. And the other cool thing about this tent, it's very, very thin. So it is only maybe 7.5 inches thick. It's a very, very low profile tent. But anyway, I'm gonna open this thing back up. And the first time I opened it up, it was the trial run. I've never done it before. It's actually a lot easier than the first time I did it. So I'm gonna put you up on a tripod, then we're gonna crawl inside the tent, take some measurements, kind of show you the features of the inside of it, and then that'll be it. So again, the easiest way to do it, or what you gotta do first, is get these latches. You got 4 of them. You got one on this side. You got one here that's undone already. You got one here. You got one here that's undone. And then you got one here on the side. And then it lifts up very, very easily. Okay, then pull this thing out. Get your shoe bags out. Okay, and then from here, you're just gonna, there's a little push button right here. You're gonna push this tab in and pull up on these bars on both sides. Very, very simple. And they lock into place. There you go. Fold this thing up just so you can kind of see in there a little bit better now. And then once you get inside, and I'll show this to you once we get in here, but there's a bar that you're just going to extend and lock in place. And that's set up. So let's go inside, kind of show you how big it is and all the features that are inside this tent. And then I think you're gonna be really, really surprised, because honestly, guys, if I wasn't giving this tent away, I would think really long and hard about using this for my main tent. With it being as lightweight as it is, as thin as it is, and the inside area is honestly, surprisingly very, very large. All right, while I have you here, I'm gonna see if I can get the thickness of this mattress, because this is a the thickest mattress I've had on a rooftop tent. You're almost at 3¼ inches thick for the mattress. So typically, like I said, most rooftop tents, the mattresses I don't like. That's just the nature of rooftop tents. This one, however, is very, very thick, and depending on how you sleep, I'm a side sleeper, so I like a little more padding, but if you like a firm mattress, this really is probably the best mattress out of all the rooftop tents that I've had. It is the thickest and the softest. Whatever kind of material they're using is very, very soft. But anywho, let's scoot in here and get my shoes off. And the first thing that I was surprised about is how much room I have. So I'm 6'1", and I'm gonna lay down flat. And I've got, I honestly think I have more room inside here than I do in my San Hema tent that I just changed to. But you can see my feet here. I've got all kinds of room, and my head's not even touching the back. So, ton of room in this thing. I was surprised. Then of course you're gonna have, where's the zipper? You're gonna have these two windows that can fold down. Then you got your side, your bug mesh with another zipper. You do have an LED light strip up here that you just simply have to plug in a power bank to the USB, and then you can tuck in that power bank or whatever you want up in here into this little bag. to kind of keep it out of the way. You got some hangers to hang whatever you want to hang from. You've got more hangers up here. You got another bag. You got another S-hook up there. And then of course on this side, you have another really large window. You can see my studio in the background. More bug screen. Tuck that in. And then of course over here is laying your crossbars. But overall, I'm I would probably use this tent if I was not giving it away, because I truly do. I just love how light it is. It really does not add a whole lot of cargo weight to your whatever you're going to be putting it on, top of a roof or crossbars on a truck bed, whatever it is. But it is just very, very extremely lightweight, surprisingly comfortable, and very roomy inside. You could fit 2 people in here pretty easily, I feel. There's, you know, I'll lay down here on the side where I normally, you know, if I was having 2 people, and I can stretch out my arm all the way to the side. So I think having 2 people in here would be very doable. Like, you know, especially like a small child and an adult, 2 regular sized humans, I don't know, but I think you could definitely get 2 people in here. Right here, you got a little Velcro, just kind of, you know, this is the roof right here, which is aluminum. This is just kind of like a vent, but you can zip this thing or Velcro it up. And then if you want to like store a blanket or a jacket, it's got an opening that you can just kind of stuff things in just to keep it through there. I really do like it. So I'm going to get these windows zipped up now. And I don't have this bar. So the bar that I was telling you about to actually get this thing kind of squared away is up in here on the roof. So here's the bar that you use to kind of push out the tent and then tighten it down. I've got one hand, so it's kind of a little bit more difficult to do, but get that thing pushed all the way out. And if I can do it with one hand, there we go. So that really straightens up the side of the tent on both sides. But I'm super excited to give this thing away. I think whoever wins this is truly going to enjoy this tent. And I kind of wish I was using it because I do like it. But we get the top of this thing zipped up. The only, I guess, downfall that I see to this tent, and it might not be a huge deal, especially given the fact that the tent's free, is it doesn't have a rain fly or like a canopy. There might be some aftermarket rain flies that you can get, but it does not come with any type of rain fly for the sides to kind of come out. So if it is raining, these side windows are going to be a little difficult to use. I'm honestly just thrilled that I'm able to give this away to one of y'all, and I really do think whoever gets it is really going to like it. And huge shout out to Crafuel for sending the tent here to the channel so that I can do this, because I'm excited to be able to let one of you folks try out. If you've been in the market for rooftop tents, they are expensive, and here's a really good opportunity. There are no strings attached to this, folks. It is just a simple thank you. Once the channel gets to 50,000 subscribers, the next video I publish on this channel, I'll actually show y'all the live drawing, so you know there's no funny things happening, but I'll show you my phone. We'll do it live time, and I'll announce the winner. So all you got to do, gang, really simple. If you're not subscribed, just subscribe, so we can get to that 50,000 quick. And then leave a comment on this video, hashtag Brian Waters Outdoors. And I ask for you to do that because when I go pick the winner, my random comment generator, I can put in a filter to say any comment that has hashtag Brian Waters Outdoors. Look through all those, randomly pick one. So that's why I ask for you guys to do that, because you might like the tent, but you might not want to drive to Texas to get it, but you want to comment on the video. If so, just don't leave that hashtag. But again, no strings attached. You come get it, you come pick it up. It's light enough I can even help you put it on your rig if you want. So gang, that's it. thank you so much again. This is, I hope you enjoy whoever wins this, I really do hope you enjoy the tent. So that's gonna kind of wrap it up for this video, guys. I'm gonna get this thing loaded back down, and which is also easy. Let me go ahead and show you how easy that is to load this tent down. All right, so really easy to get this tent folded back down. So I'm just gonna zip up just the sides of this thing, and I did on this bar up here go ahead and unlatch it so it's loose. But to get it in, just press these little buttons right here to lower the front of the tent. And then push it in. That is it. Get these shoe bags flipped in. Still got the tag on it. And then you pull this thing down. That's all there is to it. Kind of tuck in the sides, tuck in the front, get the sides tucked in. Get this side latch clamped down. Same over here. And then the front latch, and these latches, you can actually put a lock on them if you want. There is a place to put like a little padlock, or, you know, if you want to, it's there. Oh, and I left a little strap out. Oh well, didn't get that tucked in all the way. That's gonna bug me. There we go. And then get this thing latched down. That is it, gang. So again, Crafuel Summit Breeze rooftop tent. I'll leave the link for the tent down in the video description below if you want to check it out. Make sure, you know, it's going to fit your rig if you want to get thrown in the hat for the drawing. But I think literally this could fit on anything with any type of crossbars. It is extremely light. Just a really cool tent. I gotta be honest, I really do like this tent. So, and it does come with a ladder. The ladder's still in the box, but the ladder will hook onto these two loops here in the front. So it does also come with a telescoping ladder as well. So I think whoever gets it's gonna be really super happy. So gang, don't forget to leave the comment down below if you wanna get your name thrown in the hat for the drawing. And then as soon as the channel gets to 50K subs, I'll announce the winner, and we can get everything sorted out and set it up and figured out how you're gonna come get the tent. And heck, I can even help you put it on your rig if you need. So gang, anyway, that's gonna be it. This is just a thank you, and we will see you very soon. So take care.